Personal proof. Jesus' respect for women, lifting them to the level of men, touched my wife's heart and paved the way for her to read the gospel and evaluate its words. In the meantime, I encouraged her to join the Christian women's meetings. First, she was hesitant to have contact with Christians, fearing retribution from Muslims. She made excuses to avoid meetings or go to church. The women from the congregation gave up asking, not wanting to bother her anymore. At a church picnic, the women invited her to their meetings again. Though she was apprehensive, she accepted their invitation, speculating that if she did not like the gatherings, she would find another excuse not to go again. As was usual at the meetings, the women first shared their previous week's experiences with the Lord. A few ladies said that the Lord had spoken to them. She was amazed, thinking, "Who is this Lord who speaks to women? The Lord does not speak to women in Islam." Intrigued, she wanted to know more about this God who does not look at gender, but at the heart. She was amazed when she discovered that there were prophetesses and female evangelists in the Bible. God used both men and women for the salvation of people. To her surprise, she enjoyed her first meeting and continued attending. The Christian faith gradually made sense to her. She began to think that if Jesus was the true God, she wanted to experience him personally. Again and again, she said to Jesus, "If you are the living God, do something to me or show yourself to me so that I can have personal proof." Early one morning, I awoke and saw that she was already up. "Couldn't you sleep?" I asked. "I slept well," she said, "but I had a dream about Jesus." "A dream about Jesus? What was it?" I asked. She recounted her dream. She was walking with Jesus and several other women in a beautiful green field where the grass was knee-high. As the others kept walking, she stood back and noticed a deep valley before her. Afraid of falling, she refused to follow them. Jesus told her, "Do not be afraid, just take your first step." As she took her first step, the valley was lifted up and made level with the field, and she walked on with Jesus. Amazed, I rushed to get my Bible. I told her that her dream was written in the Bible. "Every valley shall be raised up, every mountain and hill be made low. The rough ground shall become level, the rugged places a plain, and the glory of the Lord will see it, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken." Isaiah 40:4-5. As I read this passage and a few others, she began to cry. I asked, "Why are you crying?" After a pause, she responded, "I think I need to put all my fears and concerns in the hand of Christ. He is saying that he will level my ways and heal me of my fears." The dream helped her to hear the call of Christ and open her heart to him. We were both crying. I called her dear and honey for the first time in our marriage. Jesus gracefully stepped into our lives and started to pave the way for our spiritual growth. We had to learn a lot to open ourselves to the love, joy, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and every other fruit of the Spirit of Christ. We had grown up in a dictatorial environment where family problems are not solved by mutual consent and kindness. After we accepted Christ, though, we were convicted to live according to our faith in Him. The pressure of home culture failed us from time to time. We had to remind ourselves that we were in the kingdom of Christ, where unconditional love was the base. We praise Jesus that we not only survived, but that He has allowed us to influence the lives of many.